What is going on, everybody? There's been some crazy news in the gaming space when it comes to the Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger. The EU, the European Commission, has approved Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard. My name's Logic Motion, and let's talk more about this. So let me just reiterate myself just real quick. The European Commission has just approved the purchase of Activision Blizzard. So this is incredible, great news if you're an Xbox fan. This is just one of the goalposts that you guys needed to hit in order to get this deal to officially go through. So what does this mean now that the European Commission has approved a deal for Microsoft to buy Activision Blizzard? This doesn't come without any caveats. Microsoft has to make it to where all future Activision games and all current Activision games have to be on some streamable service. Services like NVIDIA GeForce Now, Boosteroid, and obviously the xCloud. This is actually crazy. If this deal goes through, we as consumers are winning a lot. If you've ever bought an Activision game current or any Activision game in the future, you're gonna be able to stream that game from any one of your consoles or PC. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of like streaming content to play it, but just having the option there, just having the ability to do that is like really cool. And who knows, in like 5 to 10 years, it might actually be decent. So another cool thing about this is that if the deal goes through, subscription services like the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or even PlayStation Plus, we can have Activision games go to that as well. So Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, etc. Like a bunch of Activision games could end up on this subscription service. So one of the reasons why the European Commission accepted this offer and we're being pushed into that direction is because of the generosity that Microsoft was doing with their cloud service. They're offering a free 10-year contract for cloud gaming services. So companies like NVIDIA, companies like Boosteroid are already signed up on this service, on this 10-year contract deal, and they're gonna be offering this 10-year contract for free, by the way, a free license to anybody that wants to jump in on it. So this is huge, and this is why the European Commission was so ready to be like, okay, well, if they're doing that, we can definitely approve this deal. You have Brad Smith here, the vice chair and president of Microsoft, saying the European Commission has required Microsoft to license popular Activision Blizzard games automatically to competing cloud gaming services. This will apply globally and will empower millions of consumers worldwide to play these games on any device they choose. So this is going to apply retroactively across the world. This isn't just going to be like in the EU. This is going to be across the world if this whole merger gets approved. And I just want to talk real quick on like what this could do for Xbox. Like this is a very positive change because at the moment right now, Xbox has nothing going for them. You see these exclusives on PlayStation like God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us, and those are like console sellers. You know, people are like, oh, I'm gonna buy a PS5 so I can play God of War. I'm gonna buy a PS5 so I can play Spider-Man. But you don't have that with the Xbox. No game, like you're not gonna buy an Xbox for Forza, right? You're not gonna buy an Xbox for Halo Infinite. You're not gonna buy an Xbox for like the 7 or 8 Gears of War. The console needs something new, and I feel like with this merger, if it does go through, maybe they can cook something up that sells the console. And truthfully, I don't really have a horse in this race. I would just like to see Xbox do better. It feels like ever since we had this generation with the PS4, it seems like the PlayStation has just taken over, and their exclusives have been better, their games have been better, content has been better, and Xbox has just been kind of slacking. And Xbox does do some good with the Xbox Game Pass, and that's great and it's fantastic, but it's not enough to sell the console because you can still get Game Pass on PC or whatever, and there just needs to be something on the Xbox that just sells the console, that have people like running to it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy an Xbox for this game, for X game. But there's nothing right now. Forza is not gonna sell a console, despite how good it is. There needs to be something out there, and they're creative enough to do it. And I'm hoping with this Activision Blizzard deal, maybe we can get a new crazy exclusive out there. Maybe it can push more people to the platform and just give PlayStation some real like competition. And hopefully it will. And I also wanted to go over the Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA. These are the guys that ended up blocking Microsoft's acquisition because they thought it would do harm to all the competition going on in cloud gaming. So I'm just gonna read their tweets here and what they said and just kind of give my thoughts on it. The UK, US, and European competition authorities are unanimous that this merger would harm competition in cloud gaming. The CMA concluded that cloud gaming needs to continue as a free, competitive market to drive innovation and choice in this rapidly evolving sector. Microsoft's proposals, accepted by the European Commission today, would allow Microsoft to set the terms and conditions for this market for the next 10 years. They would replace a free, open, and competitive market with one subject to ongoing regulation of the games Microsoft sells, the platforms to which it sells them, and the conditions of sale. This is one of the reasons the CMA's independent panel group rejected Microsoft's proposal and prevented this deal. While we recognize and respect that the European Commission is entitled to take a different view, the CMA stands by its decision. So essentially, what they're saying is that for 10 years, Microsoft is going to be able to dictate the market for cloud gaming, and that cloud gaming is so significant that it was the reason to shut down this whole deal. So CMA's whole thing here is that if Microsoft is allowed to close on this deal, that they're going to control the cloud gaming market for the next 10 years. But in turn, you also have Microsoft offering a free 10-year license to stream all Activision Blizzard games to any cloud game service provider. So maybe you could make an argument for what's going to happen in 20 years, what's going to happen in 30 years. But I think as of now, if this deal is to go through, I don't think it's going to have any substantial change on what's going on in the cloud gaming market. I think things will still be probably the same. Things are getting interesting. We don't know 100% what's going to actually happen yet, but what I do know is that Microsoft is one step closer to having this deal go through and putting this chapter behind them. There's still lots of work to be done, and personally, I would just really like to see Xbox close this deal, or Microsoft close this deal with Activision Blizzard. I think it would be really good for the company. I think it would be really good for the competition. If we can push Xbox to be better, if we can push PlayStation to be better, Nintendo or whatever, we can get better games out of it and better quality games if everyone is up there competing with each other at the same level. Because right now I feel like it's just Nintendo and PlayStation. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated the video and you think it sucks, give it a thumbs down and tell me to never come back. But thank you if you got this far into the video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.